Oh, that's right. Hey, welcome to the show, guys. We're here out of Mackinaw City in the Straits area. We're hooked up. We just put one in the boat and we got a ripper going. And I hear creaking over here. Stay tuned. It's a beautiful day, mid-September, here with Captain Steve Hubert from Chum Bucket Charters. His faithful dad here who steers us to fish all the time. Stay tuned for an awesome Mackinaw City show. This one definitely has a fish, right? On the what? Welcome to usually when we fish together, Steve. People like, yeah, I know, we never got them all in again. And we did, the funniest thing is you and I have never fished this time of the year right here. We just basically went out, set up off the island. Steve said, let's fish here. Boom. Fish on. Steve and I are astounded at how few people come and take advantage of this fishery. Steelhead, beautiful. We like that. Nice. We'll show that off. Steve's probably got another one on the other one.
Dreamweaver Super Slim.
Super Slims are at, oh, got a fish here. Oh, really good ripper there. We have a mess in the boat, ladies and gentlemen, because we have too many fish going. Talk about beautiful. Look at that in the sun. Awesome fish. Mackinaw City Steelhead, buddy. Fall. We came here with Captain Steve in his boat and showed you this spring some unbelievable average size fish. Now we're here. What, about 600 yards into our troll? We already got 3 hits. A beautiful steelhead that my wife or your wife, I'm sure, will enjoy. We're gonna fill the Polar Craft live well up today. Damn. Yeah, no, that's...
Ran out of room there.
That's a much better one. We'll show him off. Oh, craziness. I think we got one on this inside low diver too, don't we? He got ripped, didn't he?
Hit, that's for sure.
Look at that beauty. 125 goes on that side. That 65, we just marked him. Richard just said, just went through several good marks.
The rigger pops.
When the rigger pops, knocks the blacks off. Look at those marks on the screen. This is what we're competing with. Way too many fish, way too few boats. Oh, this is a good
Another one.
Another one, another rigger pop. Doubles.
I'm trying to set lines.
I know. We did get them all in. It was very brief, but we did get them all in. Wow.
Want to net them?
Here you go.
Superman?
I don't know.
Here. There you go.
John netted him in the prop wash, and we mean quite literally. This one is fresh, as they say. Look at that in the sun. Beautiful fish. The marks on the screen are silly. We've got fish. Richard's trying to keep us sane. I gotta clean my hands.
Jeez. These are scrappy.
You can even push a waypoint if it's too crazy with marks, Richard.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's in that 4 or 5 pound range.
Yep.
He's off. Thank you, fish.
Yeah.
Show him off. They will bite you.
He did bite me.
They got
Went
some sharp
right at me.
teeth. I keep super glue on my boat for that reason.
Ouch. Look at that. Beautiful. We're panting right now because it's craziness up here in Mackinaw City. I mean, this is fish number 10 at least today, and we are not an hour into the day. It's silliness. Mid-September, all the boats have gone home. Let me tell you, we're still open for business up here. The sights and the sounds of the Straits area are gorgeous, and the fish, they're biting.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Angler Quest, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
Half of it is having the right bait. Steve uses a lot of, as do I, a ton of Dreamweaver Super Slim up here in this Lake Huron, northern Lake Huron region. And they just do a really good job of mimicking smelt. And there is such a better population of smelt now than there was 5 years ago that putting baits down that just simply look like smelt just will catch you fish. We're gonna see what we got on this one. It's acting pinkish or steelheadish. Wow, welcome to Sunrise on the Sunrise side. Doing just what it always does. It keeps us happy with fish. Got one. That Dreamweaver, I hate to say it, that's been a good,
Orange leopard.
Orange leopard's been a good bait. Let's go ahead and handle that one, Steve-O. I'll tell you what, we're out for eaters right now, and then show that spoon right to him too, Steve. Here, I'll hold it up. That's been a dynamite spoon on Lake Huron. Anywhere you go, Orange Leopard in the Super Slim variety has been killer. Awesome. Yeah, let him go. Away. This is like our third double, Steve. Third one. We intentionally drove into dead water,
yeah,
so we could relax a little.
Just set up here so that way we can have them all set by the time we get to the fish. But
we didn't even get them all in, and we caught one. So that's
4 or 5 rods in before we got the first fish.
Yeah. Just gonna lift them in.
Yeah, probably just alley-oop them in here.
I would.
Bottom with a
beautiful
super bred Dreamweaver Super Slims.
I got one here.
Yeah, high diver.
Craziness.
We barely sat down all morning.
I know. It is craziness. Fish number 22. 2 hours in, 22 fish. Nah, don't come up to the Straits and fish. You don't want to do that. Yeah, right. This place, the whole Sunrise side, quite frankly, Steve, is like this, isn't it?
Everywhere I've fished.
You're hoping you understand the way the fish is going to act. This is a decent one.
He's digging. He hit pretty good.
Bunch of marks, more marks? Oh yeah. Our riggers are going to go, Steve. Look at the screen. You wonder if the fishing's good? Look at the screen. Screen's silly with fish. I heard something there.
Inside,
low diver.
Low diver's got a fish.
Low diver. Like, we can't keep track of this stuff now. That water is so crystal clean and clear up here. Look at how close to the island we are, Steve. I mean, this is what's beautiful. I mean, you get a big west wind, this island will give you coverage and protection, and there's just fish here all the time. This is just, you know, this Straits area has just got so much structure and so much ability to draw and hold fish. It's got to be an on your bucket list place to go.
People are always asking me how far out we have to go. I'm like, within a mile of shore usually, working these drop-offs 90% of the time.
Yeah. Gone?
No, he's on there.
Oh, he's swimming at you.
Yeah.
Steelhead. Yeah.
How did you do that? You netted him out of midair.
It's off.
He was off when he was in
Off
midair.
when I re-netted
He
it.
re-netted him. Holy boy, that was a nice.
All right.
Yeah, he got him on the rebound.
Hold him up, because in the sunlight he's going to be a beautiful fish, Steve.
High diver.
Orange leopard.
Orange leopard.
Super slim orange leopard puts our second one.
That's a beautiful.
That is a beautiful fish. Steve and I aren't just pretending to be excited. We love steelhead.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Kraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary Spin Doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
As soon as you net it, I'll grab, you talk to the folks and I'll grab this diver rod. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it might be a keeper size.
Yep. Awesome fish, Steve.
Looks like
that's a keeper, eh?
It's like about every fish we've had today is a natural fish.
Yep.
He's got all his fins. Live well's filling up.
Live well's filling up with beautiful fish.
You could limit out on lake trout on one rod.
On one rod.
Yeah.
I believe it. And what it is it's a Dreamweaver Bigfoot is what it's called, and
12-inch spin doctor.
Yep.
12-inch spin doctor.
Yep, spin doctor, and what it does is it just brings fish into the set, right?
Yep.
Because it's so big and gaudy. So they might actually come look at that and hit the spoon.
Right. That's an aggressive pattern. So if they're very aggressive, they'll grab it. If they're not so aggressive, they'll grab one of the divers or
grab something else,
or the other rigger.
But as just a method of learning something, if you're a novice lake trout fisherman, having one of these out 15-20 feet behind your rigger will do nothing but draw a lot of curious fish, and lake trout are curious, right into your set. And that's going to help.
You have to back up a bit.
Yep.
Oh, he's gone.
Quick release. Let me just show you that setup that Steve uses, and this is just a 12-inch spin doctor, and it's so big and so gaudy that when fish can see it from so far away, right, Steve?
Yeah, it's a lot of flash with the tape on there and the white, but they like a lot of different colors, but you can't go wrong with white just for consistent action. And then with the agitator fins, what I like about it is even if you slow down, you still get a complete circle.
Yep.
With a spin doctor, versus if you have a paddle or dodger, they're gonna start flipping back and forth. They won't make a complete flash.
And
like
I notice
flasher.
when you do get a fish on, this just flips up and comes right in. The pressure changes.
Paddles and spin doctors, they'll all turn and pull that fish to the surface, which kind of helps the fight. It's on the Magnum
Dreamweaver. You
Magnum
just put that out.
Dreamweaver.
We'll show that one off. That's Steve just said to me, let's put this big one out there and see what happens.
Yeah,
Well,
the old Magnum Yellowtail.
that's a good looking spoon though.
Mm-hmm. He thought so.
Yeah, he
Another
ate it.
natural lake trout.
He ate it.
Number 8.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but myself and Steve and Richard and our cameraman Chase have been in the back of this Kodiak 20 all day long catching these doubles and triples here at the Straits area. And Steve's hooked up again, but this just goes to show you just how functional and usable a smaller 20-foot boat, which a lot of people, you know, don't really think of as a Great Lakes boat, but when you rig it with this full Traxstech system we got right here, electric downriggers, high and low divers, a triple tree with the board holders and cup holders, you have got everything you need on a 20-foot boat. It's all removable, a couple of thumb screws, and you can take it all off. You can go from bass fishing one day, casting for walleye and pike, to Great Lakes fishing with the best of them, like you're seeing here today. This is fish number 26. So don't think for a second you can't take these smaller sized multi-species boats and turn them into effective Great Lakes machines, because you're seeing it today. You can. Bring him to me, Steve. Bring him to me. It's a Wonder Bread, super bread again.
Super bread again.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
Ways out.
You ain't gonna be able to reel anymore.
Nice, Steve. It's another nice one.
On the super bread once again.
Super bread again. That I would say has been the lure of the day, along with our rigger early. Coming out here today to Mackinaw City and fishing with my buddy Steve Hubert from Chum Bucket was really enjoyable, and I'll tell you why. I've been, like many of you, on the water here out of Mackinaw City, on the ferries, headed over to Mackinac Island, you know, taking the tour ships around the area. I mean, we all stand on these piers like we are today, and we drive over the Mackinac Bridge, and we go to all of these tour boats and on the ferries, and we see all this water, and it is chock full of fish. And I've been missing this experience when I come and visit Mackinaw City. I think it's something that everybody needs to pause and do. Check out the local charter boats, check out a half-a-day adventure out on the waters that surround the Mackinaw City area and the greater Straits of Mackinac, and enjoy fishing here in northern Lake Huron. You know, one of the things that makes this a little bit unique from a lot of other places around the Great Lakes is the high percentage of natural reproduction Mackinaw strain trout. These are, as you saw today, some of the most beautiful trout that are out there in the water, and there is just such a high population. 7 or 8 out of every 10 we caught over the last, that Steve told me he's caught over the last few trips, has been natural reproduction fish, which really speaks well to the fishery here in the Greater Straits area. And it also just adds to the experience as an angler, because the coloration on those natural strain trout is so much more bright and pronounced than on the stocked fish. And it just makes catching those fish, netting them, putting them in the live well, knowing that you're going to be enjoying a great meal out of these fresh Lake Huron trout. And it just makes the whole experience that much better. You know, one of the things that really sets the Mackinaw City region apart is the incredible history around this particular town. You know, millions of people pass through Mackinaw City on their way over the Mackinac Bridge. They stop for a day, sometimes even 2, to experience this town and all of the cool, fun stuff that is here in Mackinaw City. From the fort to the base of the bridge, to the right behind me you see the Coast Guard cutter, the Icebreaker Museum, and all of the other cool events and things that go on here right on this side of the bridge on the lower peninsula side. But you know, one of the things that really has always stood out to me is the sheer beauty of this particular area. Whether you're at the park, right on the lake shore at the base of the bridge, whether you're at the fort, whether you're on one of these great tours, or you're experiencing the Mackinac Bridge Walk or another great event that occurs here out of Mackinaw City, just remember that this amazing water that's all around you is filled with history, it's filled with enjoyment, and as you saw today, it's filled with fish.
He's gonna, they
Wow,
want
are
to double up.
these fish crazy today?
We got one on the 200 there.
There's a big fish on the 200. Oh. For my next magical trick. That's a natural Mackinaw. Show that one off, Stevie, while I get the 200. Beautiful. Hold that up, Stevie. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We got Richard in here, steering us to another awesome show here in the Straits area. Thanks for joining us today. As you can see, the Mackinaw City has great fishing, and it's not just seasonal, it's year-round, isn't it, Steve?
Spring till fall.
All right.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.